Before I do that, though, I wanted to show you all what it's like to develop some content. So here is how I do my YouTubes. I have a goal of trying to do one per day. It just takes a long time. That's an excuse. We all have them. The video took 12 minutes to film. If that was social media, you throw a quick little video on there and then you do a quick little 2-4 sentence explanation, a couple tags, you're good to go. But with YouTube, it is a lot more complex. But that's, you got to look at the weigh both options, because the opportunity to make money. So, we make over $500 a month, nothing crazy. We're not a big, we have almost 11,000 subscribers on YouTube, but that's one of my goals, is to grow that substantially. So you're bringing in, 3, 4, 5. Ultimately, I would like to be able to pay for all of our gyms via YouTube, where you're making 20, 30 grand a month just from your education that you're putting out there. So there needs to be, as we've grown our YouTube, I've constantly consult with Danny. She's actually be teaching class tomorrow, Thursday at 8 o'clock. And then I'll hop back on Friday. But if you listen to her words, she is a genius in her own right with social media and just action-based stuff. So there's other programs out there you can use. I always go the simpler way because I'm not a nerd. I used to be. I was actually in ACT in high school, academics of computer technology. I was one of the little nerdy kids, but now I am far from that. I wish I still had that acumen, but I don't. So I just use Adobe Premiere Rush. And then what I will do, so I film on I'll use my iPhone. And when I do it, you got to go this way for YouTube. I also have a camera that I keep with me at all times. It's over here. And I got this little guy, actually a student Dan gave me. This is a nice little stand, and it goes on there, the camera. And then there's a little card that I'll film, and then I have a audio piece. These are all things that I got as I learned from comments on YouTube. People will say that the audio sucked. They'll say that I talk too fast, and sometimes I'll just say, no, tough shit. But I learn a lot from the feedback. And so then I'll take that little piece, put it in here, then I'll upload it. And so then I would click on the video, it's going to upload. And then I had this designed on Fiverr, Fiverr. I took our logo and I typed in graphic designer, and this little $5-10 person popped up, and I sent them our image. It was like an AI file. So can you make a cool little graphic? And I sent him 2 or 3 examples of what we'd like. I said 3 minutes max. He says, yep. Got back to me in 3 days. Cost, I think, $12.50 or $13. So that's our intro. Nothing crazy. And then it goes into me being a jackass with my belt buckle. That's how a lot of you guys probably found me. And then I just use a very simple text thing over here. Again, this is very, very elementary. You'll see that this pops up over here. So this is a graphic thing. I just type in become a personal trainer, show up fitness, and then it goes away like in 15 seconds. And then I go through what the internship is like and how you can become a trainer, how you don't need a certification unless you want to work at a gym. And you don't even need a certification if you want to work at a gym. It's about the fundamentals, and that's what we really stress here. Movement, programming, anatomy. I talked about this in our programming call last night. I was giving a call to 20, not to be rude, but they were 20 influencers. They weren't trainers, even though every single one of them was certified. But they couldn't even tell you we're talking Katie's sons would absolutely destroy these girls with anatomy. And they're 6, 7, 8, whatever, right, Katie? Katie's off right now, but so
did you say my name, Chris? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So how old are your boys? How old are the boys?
Okay, so 13, 10, and 8.
Is Reed the one who's doing the caption stuff?
Yeah, Reed. He's
how old is he?
He's 8.
The youngest. Yeah. So
yeah.
And he knows more anatomy than these individuals. And it's not to knock them, it's to bring about to the world why our industry is a joke. And people look at trainers and they don't look at it as a profession. And that's what we're trying to change. And we're only going to change that by doubling down on the fundamentals, by knowing anatomy and movement and understanding how to regress and progress. So this little video that I did just to share more about Show Up Fitness, then I'll save that. And what happens is it goes into my downloads. So then I will pop up and take a photo of myself yesterday at the gym. So this was actually the photo that I had Ivan take. And this is Canva. There's a cool little, it's like, I think it's $10 a year, maybe it's $15. It's very cheap, but you can get this the premier one where you can edit the image. And then what it does is it takes out the background. So now it's all white. And then, so it's, the best personal training internship. I download that. Now that's going to be our clip art. And our clip art, you can see in the templates that we have, the ones that, these are the ones that all my designs. So these are the ones that I'll use. So this will be for Instagram. This will be for YouTube. And we've had, other people, we've tried different ones when we did some anatomy stuff and just playing around. It's not it's not the most crazy, but it's consistent now. And if you look at our YouTube page from 3 years ago when we had 500 subscribers to where it is now, it's progressing. And that's what we encourage you with your clients to focus on. It's not about perfection. It's about progression. If you get into the perfection mindset, you're not going to act. You're going to think that I need to be perfect. I'm going to compare myself to Chelsea, Dr. Lisa. I want it to be like their page. You just get little glimpses and then you play around with it. And then you can start seeing what works. Then I come over here to the YouTube, and this is where the magic happens. So then I upload the video, I give it a name, and the name needs to be something. I talk about this a lot. I've said it numerous times the last couple of weeks, the veil that we put in front of us, the veil of ignorance, the philosophical term. But think about what people will type in. So if you'll notice, most of you, everyone in here, I've probably asked you in some shape or form, how did you come across Show Up Fitness? And then I'll ask you again, what did you type in? Because that's data for me. And someone the other, I think it was, I don't know if it's Fifi or someone, but someone typed in dummies for NASM or NASM for dummies. But I will type in all this stuff and I'll show you where I do it. But the search engine is where people go. So if someone types, you think people are typing in Show Up Fitness internship? No. More likely not. For the first one, they're typing in personal training internship, online trainer, how to become a trainer, fitness trainers. And so I'll use that vocabulary within my posts so then it will get into the first 15, 20. So the best personal training internship, in person online, Show Up Fitness, San Diego. So I put the locations in there. So I have a description. Let me show you where that is, that I save in my Word. And this is something that Danny helped me with. So in today's video, Show Up Fitness teaches you, and then I'll go in there and add it in a second. Then I have our other videos on there, what we do, a lot of those tag words I was talking about, Show Up Fitness, what we've done. We've now helped 1,900 people pass NASM. That's one of our claims to fame. And then, so when I go back to and this is, if it's over your head, don't worry, you're going to get better at it. It's like the first day of work when you go and if you're working at Starbucks and the barista is like completely lost, the person who's teaching him knows everything. You'll get to that point. So back to this page, Show Up Fitness teaches you about the world's best personal training internship. If you want to become a trainer, show up to San Diego, LA, Boston, and we have weekend seminars. I'll delete all the rest of that, and then it just picks up whether you want to be blah blah blah. So then I come down here, and then I choose the thumbnail. I had that in my file. So that's going to be that photo I just did. So then that's going to pop up. That's going to be now the top of that. Then I'm going to come down here one more time, and you have to go no for kids. Maybe I'll have some stuff here in the future. I was talking to someone about some fun little ideas with videos, but then this is where I put those tags in there. So also best personal training internship. Did anyone, what else people type in to find Show Up Fitness? NASM study guide, NASM trainer. NASM-CPT, how to become a trainer. Anything you want to add in there? So think of show up fitness. I'll put that in there. Show up fitness. Personal training school. Excuse me. I'll also put in there competition. So MPTI. I'll put NSCA. Study guides. For trainers. Anyone else? What did you guys type into when you came across NASM or anything? How did you come across show up? Anyone?
Tips to passing the NASM exam.
Tips to become a trainer. Tips to pass NASM. NASM-CPT. Best trainer certification. So I'm just typing in all these random words. You get like 500 of them. Yep. And I'm just thinking of that person on the other side, whether if it's Fifi, Melanie, Rachel. What is your mind thinking? And I want you to find where you may be thinking NASM, ACSM, trainer schools. Yeah, there's so many different things out there. Trainer CEUs, trainer online internships. Put a random bunch of stuff in there. So now it's pretty much done. I can monetize it because we have enough followers. You don't get that option in the beginning. So basically you're just going to get ads when you watch my stuff. And just do this random clicking stuff, submit rating. And then next, and then you got to go over here to public and boom. So it's a good amount of work, and I can see how people would be deterred from it, but you got to look at the bottom line of who in here, so let's go around real quickly. We got 8 people. Katie, how did you come across Show Up Fitness?
Typed into Google tips for passing the NASM exam.
Angel? Andres? Gina?
Same as Katie, how to pass.
There we go. Angel?
I YouTube how to pass NASM, and then you came up.
Andres? Melanie?
Hey, this is Melanie. I think I typed in San Diego personal trainer internship.
Oh, great. And then we came up on that one?
Yes.
So when I'll do videos in San Diego, I'll talk about our internship there, and I'll put that tag into that video. So that's great to hear. Rachel, or I think I saw another Katie.
Yeah, I searched up like jam studying for a NASM exam.
There you go. And so let's see.
You already said mine.
What's that?
Oh, I say this, Fifi. You already said mine. NASM
Okay.
for dummies.
Yep. And so it's ironic, right? Because people will comment on my videos like, why do you hate NASM so much? And think, no, I actually appreciate their business, their business model.